Hey y'all, that's too much sunlight. The subject for today is what? Heart surgery. You see that? That's pretty compared to the way it looked a month. Well, has it been a month ago? Yeah, it's been a month ago. My thing trying to flip up. It's been a month ago. The subject for today, heart surgery. What you want to talk about heart surgery about down? Well, I want to say I am fine now. But here's the thing. The cardiologist said, you are young and you are healthy. I said, okay, I can understand that part. So, what is the problem? Well, with your age, you're a little older, just like a car. Gets a little older, you got to get stuff fixed. I said, you know what? That makes friendly sense. As healthy and as health conscious as I was, I still found a serious problem. The reason why I'm looking like this today, because I'm just chilling. I'm at home. I ain't out there in the streets like I normally am. I'm at home. Can you believe it? Got my pillows, sofa pillows all turned every which way. My plants over there chilling. TV on. I'm just sitting here chilling. It's going into the third month. I had a surgery May 11th, 2005. I had a double bypass. Boom. That was the serious one. Then turned around June the 11th and had a stent placement. Bam. So you don't act like you had no surgery. How you supposed to act when you had surgery? I ain't broke no bones or nothing. I wasn't sick. I just had to get something fixed. And how did I know to do that, Dawn? Well, your body take you through signs and wonders. And your body tell you whether you want to hear it or not. Because I ignored it. I was having a little pain. This is my heart side. In my heart area, it wasn't a pain. It was an aggravation. A feeling. It felt kind of like gas. But you know, when you got gas moves. Sometimes where trapped gas get trapped. But that didn't. I felt it a few times. But that last time I say, it's in my heart area and gas. It don't feel like gas because it's the same type of, I would call it a dull pain. That's what I called it. And I felt that pain. It was randomly and it was at night. And I couldn't understand why that be happening like that. Even though I eat a lot of junk. And I eat at night. Because I'm out all day. I ain't hungry. Or if I eat in the day, it's earlier, then I don't eat no more till I get home, then I'm hungry. So, hated it. I tried to go to bed before it kicked in. But I felt that pain. And then some days, some nights, my heart, and only at night, my heart did that. I felt this. You ever heard a horse say, that's how my heart was going. And then I'd sit up from sleep. I said, why my heart doing like that? So, common sense tell me, I ain't no pushover. I'm going to the doctor, Jack. Because I was going to the doctor anyway, because my asthma came back. I didn't know asthma come back. I found that out. I had it bad when I was a kid. I got rid of it. And it came back later on in life. So I was getting treated for that. And I got to sit up because I do get my nerves in my chest, from leaning over. Ain't like I got big breasts or nothing, but it's I got to be careful. But anyway, yeah, because it ain't just right there. This my whole real chest was cut, so I got to be careful. So how do you act when you get over stuff like that? You got to just be yourself. It depends on your mindset. If you always scared about something, you scared of this, you scared of that, you scared of this, you scared of that. A lot of stuff you're scared of, you can't do nothing about it. It don't make no sense because it's not that serious, because it ain't nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? But hey, and just be yourself. I did what the doctor told me to do. They said, you got to, after that first surgery, they said you got to walk and build up your lungs. I got my walking in, and I got to take. I got to inhale a thing, you know, it goes up and down. It does the pressure of your breath, how strong your lungs are. I do that a lot too. I'm not all the way there, but I'm much farther than I was. Everybody like, how you doing good? You don't look like you had no surgery, except for that scar. And the first day I looked in the mirror at myself after I got to the house, because I stayed with my daughter. She came and got her mama, and she kept me. She took me and she came and got me. Not that my other kids didn't come see about me too, but she led honcho out of all of them. But anyhow, I was in the mirror getting ready for bed, and I had to wash up. I couldn't take a shower yet. So I washed up, and I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked at that scar. No, that wasn't a scar at the time. And I looked at the mirror, and I smiled, and I said, well, Miss Frankenstein. I said, you all right. You all right. I said, let's get this party started. And we did. And here we are today. It's July. It's not July. What's the day? The day Tuesday. July is going to be Friday. Yeah, July is going to be Friday. July is going to be Friday. So, I'm Gucci. I just started, basically, lightly started back driving. I went fishing a couple of times because my body allowed me, but I'm still very careful. I caught some small fish, something I can reel in. It didn't take no strength out of my area, so you just gotta buckle up and do what you're supposed to do. Of course, they got me on blood thinners for a month at the least. That's what they told me, and I'm looking forward to being taken off that. But sometimes you gotta take medicine. People be talking about don't take that. I say I don't want to hear that. I want to live. And I got to do, I don't have the knowledge that the doctor had. That's why I went to the doctor. So that's dumb to tell me, don't take that. You crazy. Now, I know how to take it. I know how to monitor and take, because I got 6 medicines I got to take, so I know how to split them up and do what I need to do and drink my water. Stay hydrated, because it's hot. It's over 90-something degrees nowadays. So, it's nothing to it, but the main thing that you need to get checked, no matter how healthy you are. Oh yeah, the cardiologist told me he got a brother-in-law, just healthy as all outside, runs all the time in our age range, and that's the way he see. And he said that brother-in-law got a swelling behind his ear. It was a vein, and it was bothering him. It was hurting real bad. So he went to the doctor. And so they set him up for a surgery right then and there. It was his heart. How you know if something, you could be going through all this stuff in your heart. It's something your heart tell you something. I didn't know that. But I did go to my primary, and I mentioned the fact that I'm having these sensations in my chest. So, therefore, go get, and my cholesterol shot up. I ain't never had no high blood pressure and cholesterol problems. I'm always taking herbs and all this kind of stuff, drinking juices and all this kind of stuff. But I still had a problem. But I did eat a lot of junk. You got to go and watch and see what you eat. Your food. It's your food. I'm telling you now. Anything wrong with you, it's what you eat. Because I know what was wrong with me was what I eat. And before that, I was just having a craving for carbs. Because I didn't eat food a lot. I didn't eat vegetables. Pizza. I had a craving. And at that last minute, I was eating a lot of pork rinds. Then turn around and eat some Skittles. Something went right in that picture. But you watch what you eat, you guarantee to get yourself back right. Now, I got that exposed because I want you to know the severity of what your body had to go through. Because, shoot, I wasn't scared either. Because when I rolled in that surgery room, they say anything you need, why we getting you. I said, yeah, I want to hear Michael Jackson. They said, she want to hear Michael Jackson. Them texts, they like, okay, let's get this party started. They turned on Michael Jackson. Which one? I said, I can't help it. Because I wanted to hear that. And shoot, that was good. Of course, the surgery room was stereo surround sound, I didn't get to hear much of the song because when I woke up, I was in recovery. Or I was in ICU recovery. I like, dog, I ain't even get to hear the song. And I was trying to talk and crack jokes and stuff while they getting me set up, putting tubes in my mouth, and I'm still trying to talk and crack jokes. But, hey, I came through that. Why? Because in my mind, before they was putting me to sleep, in my mind, I said, I'm coming. I have a trained thought process. I know I'm finna go through some surgery right then and there. My thought process is, I'm gonna come out of recovery perfect. And that's how I came out of recovery, because they had to determine if they was gonna keep the breathing tube in my mouth. I said, y'all finna get this out of my throat, because y'all don't even know how to drain the thing. They got it out that evening to see if I was strong enough to breathe on my own. Yeah, I'm strong enough to breathe on my own. Get this thing out my throat. Because when it's time for y'all to get the mucus out, nobody ain't paying me no attention. You know what I'm saying. So I was self-sufficient, sort to say. But whatever they had me to do, I was right with the program. That's why I'm like I am today. I'm doing exercise, what they told me to do. And I'm being careful too, because some people, they overdo themselves. I ain't doing that. Nope, I ain't hurting myself. Don't ask me to pick up jack. Don't even look at me, ask me to do nothing that's against my health. I'm not doing it. And I shut my phone down the first 2 weeks, because you wouldn't believe that phone drained me out. I couldn't even, first of all, I didn't have enough strength to text, trying to text people. So I just gave my daughter a phone and said, here, I'm finna shut this phone down. I did send texts. I did manage to send a text and tell everybody, I can't talk on the phone. I'm shutting my phone down until I'm strong enough. Because that'll drain you out. Just listening to folk talk, that'll drain all your energy. Because they ain't talking about nothing. It ain't nothing to help you out. They talking some stuff that'll drain you out. I ain't want to hear nobody talking on the phone. And I ain't no phone talker, first of all. Not like that. So I ain't want to see a phone. I say, just turn it off. It ain't bother me. They'll hear from me later. So, because you ain't finna bother my daughter, because she got her life. She got to live, too. So she was nice enough to send a group message to everybody, tell them I get back with them, I told her to tell them I shut down well, I told them myself. But she, did what she had to do. But I'm just telling y'all, go get your heart checked, go get your blood checked. Because that's the main thing that needs to be checked. And I think I've said enough. I just had a thought to say this, to put this video out. So I'm going to get off and go back to looking at Angry Birds.